What happens when we die, according to science? In 0 to 10 seconds, it begins with the heart. When the heart stops beating, blood flow to the brain ceases almost immediately. And without oxygen-rich blood, brain cells start to malfunction. And within seconds, you lose consciousness. In 10 to 20 seconds, as the oxygen supply is cut, the brain's electrical activity slows down. Neurons, the brain's communication cells, start to struggle. The organized patterns of brain waves, those that keep you awake and aware, start to disintegrate. It's like the lights in a city going out block by block. Within the first minute, a large amount of chemical changes begins. Neurons, desperate for oxygen, start to release a flood of neurotransmitters. And this sudden surge creates a chaotic electrical storm in the brain. And for a brief moment, there is a burst of activity, more intense than anything seen in a normal conscious life. This is a moment when some scientists believe a near-death experience could be triggered, a possible explanation for the bright lights and vivid visions reported by the ones who have been revived. As the minutes pass, the brain begins to run out of energy. Without oxygen, it can't maintain the electrical gradients that neurons need to function. Then the last of the neurotransmitters are released, and the brain's electrical activity reduces further. This phase is often known as clinical death. At this point, the brain is technically alive, but it's almost on the edge. Between 5 and 10 minutes after the heart stops, brain enters the final stage of dying. Cells start to break down as the lack of oxygen causes a buildup of toxic byproducts. Brain cells start to die and the damage becomes irreversible. This is the point when brain death occurs. Between 10 minutes to several hours, the body's other systems begin to follow. Cells throughout the body deprived of oxygen start to die. Muscle cells, including in our heart, start to break down. Rigor mortis, the stiffening of muscles after death, typically begins within a few hours. The body's temperature starts to drop until it matches the surrounding environment.